Hello.
Hi, Trung. How are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm Trung. I'm from Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh City. I think in Vietnam it now is just 5:30 a.m. It's too soon.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's very early.
Yeah, very
That's
early.
too early.
That reason, just only me.
So far, yeah, so
Yes.
far. So let's look at our lesson, Trung.
Yeah.
Another student might come later, but maybe not. We'll
Yes.
see. Okay. So the lesson that we are going to look at today is this one, and it's called I'm Scared of Tornadoes. Okay. So today we're going to do 5 activities with this lesson. We're going to answer a warm-up question first.
Yes.
We're going to practice speaking. We're going to practice listening. We're going to answer questions, and then we're going to practice conversation. Okay, so before we start, Trung, I want to talk about this phrase in English. I'm scared of. In English, we can say I'm scared of, but we can also say I'm afraid of. Okay. And we can also say I'm frightened of. Okay. And they're all the same. You can practice today, Trung, all of these. Okay. So I'm scared of, I'm afraid of, I'm frightened of. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's 3 ways to say the same thing. So in the title, for example, Emma says, I'm scared of tornadoes. Can you tell me, Trung, what is a tornado?
Tornado. I
Mhm.
I don't know what does it mean, but I see in the picture. I think it's like a storm.
Good, good, good. Okay, I'll show you what a tornado looks like. It is like a storm, but it can be, I'll show you what it looks like. Maybe in Vietnam you don't have these. In Canada we do sometimes.
Yes.
This is a tornado. Yeah, this is a tornado.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it can cause lots of destruction, lots of damage. Here we can see all these different pictures, but this is a tornado, right?
Yeah.
And this person is scared of tornadoes. So for the warm up, Trung, I'm going to write the warm up over here. So for the warm up, question, we're just going to name 3 things
Yeah.
you are scared of or you are afraid of. And I'll go first. So for me, Trung, I am afraid of big dogs. Absolutely. I am also afraid of tsunamis. I don't know why, because in Canada we don't really have tsunamis, but I would say I'm afraid of big dogs, I'm afraid of tsunamis, and I'm also very afraid of cockroaches. These are
Yeah.
3 things I'm very afraid of myself. Um, what about you, Trung? What are 3 things that you are scared of or afraid of?
The call Roch, Karachi. What does it mean?
Ah, okay, I'll show you cockroaches. These are something that I'm very afraid of. So a cockroach is an insect, and oh, they're horrible. These are cockroaches.
Karachi.
Oh, these. Okay. These are cockroaches. I'm very, here's a better picture. I'm very afraid of these. Okay.
Yes, I see that.
Okay. Okay. So what about you, Trung? What are 3 things that you are scared of?
Um, First thing I'm scared of is snake.
Ah, okay. Good, good. Snakes.
Yes. And
Good, good.
Is the next thing is let me thinking because I'm just thinking snack in my head.
Sure.
About I'm thinking I'm just scaring next and elevator. Yeah, elevator.
Elevators? Is that what you mean, Chung? Elevators?
No, no. A big animal live in they in the beach and a cat eat people.
Sharks?
Yes, shark, and the same with shark, but they it can move on the ground on the land. They can live in the water and they can stay in the land.
Oh, I'm sorry, alligator.
Yeah, alligator. Sorry, alligator.
No. Yeah, that's okay. I got you. Okay. So far we have snakes, yes,
Yeah.
and alligator. Good. Very
Yeah.
good. Is there a third thing? Do you have a third thing that you are afraid of?
Yeah, I think a third thing I think is the shark. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sharks are
Because
scary.
I'm scared when I swing in the beach, something to beach by me. I'm 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 scared of that.
Good. So I have a couple of questions, Chung. So snakes, do you have snakes in Vietnam? Are there snakes?
In Vietnam, they have a lot of kind of nests in Vietnam, and some of snake very have a lot of poison when they bite, bite or bite
Yeah. When they bite you?
bite
Yes.
me, and some people we can die immediately.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. So we would call them in English, we have two words. We can say venomous snakes or poisonous snakes. So again, these are the same. Hang on, let me see if I can write this for you. So venomous snake or poisonous snake.
Poisonous snake.
Yeah. Same in Canada. We have some poisonous snakes, but usually they're in the country. They're not in the city, but we have some poisonous snakes here as well.
Yeah. I remember the country which have a lot of snack is Australia. I see in the internet in Australia. This country have a lot of snacks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can happen for sure. Good. Now, what about sharks? Do you guys have sharks in Vietnam?
No.
Okay, and how about alligators? Do you guys have alligators?
Yes, alligator have a lot.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. In Canada, we don't have alligators because it's too cold, right? So we don't have alligators except in the zoo, right? If you go to the zoo, but in nature, this animal, it's too cold in Canada, so we don't have alligators because of the weather. We have bears, though. We definitely have lots of bears, but we don't have any alligators.
Yes.
Okay, good, Chung. Good. So let's look at our lesson next. Okay? And what I'm going to get you to do, Chung, is I'm going to read the text. You can listen, and then you're going to read it. So Emma says, I'm scared of tornadoes because they can happen so suddenly. You don't have a lot of time to react. Okay, so can you read the text?
Yes. I'm scared of tornadoes because they can happen so suddenly. You don't have a lot of time to react.
Good job. Very good job. So this is our lesson. Do you have any questions, Trump? Do you have any vocabulary questions?
No, teacher.
You're good? Okay, so let's listen to the audio and then we're going to answer a few questions.
I'm scared of tornadoes because they can happen so suddenly. You don't have a lot of time to react.
Let's go over to question.
Yes.
So Trump, can you read number 1 and then choose the correct answer?
Yes. What is Emma scared of? A. Reacting. B. Time. C. Thing not happening. D. Tornadoes. I choose is D. Tornado.
Good job, Chung. Very good. She is scared of tornadoes. Okay, and can you please do number 2?
Yes. Emma is fighting tornado. A of P 4, C about D 2. I choose number A. Afraid of.
Very good job, Chung. So if you look at all of these phrases that we learned, right, or that we talked about, they're all with of, right?
Yeah.
So it's easy to remember: scared of, afraid of, and frightened of. So they're all the same in that they all use of. Okay, yes. Good. And can you please do question number 3?
Yes. Why is Emma scared of tornado? A is because they can happen quickly and unexpectedly. B because it's easy to react. C because they don't have time to happen. D because they happen a lot. I think it's number 8.
Yeah, very good. Because they can happen quickly and
unexpectedly.
Listen to this one. Unexpectedly.
Unexpectedly.
Sort of. This is a tough one. So listen to it again. So unexpectedly.
Unexpectedly.
Good, Sean. That sounds good. Unexpectedly.
Unexpectedly.
Good. That's a difficult one to pronounce. Unexpectedly, it's very similar to suddenly, right? Something we don't, it's a surprise. Something unexpected is a surprise, right?
Yes.
Very good job. And that's it for the questions. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit. Emma talks about tornadoes, and I want to talk a little bit, Trung, about what we call in English, let me bring my chat up. We call them natural disasters. Can you tell me, Trung, what is What is a natural disaster?
Natural disaster. Can I repeat? Natural disaster.
Natural disasters. What are natural disasters? What are they?
I know a lot in Vietnam language, but in English, I don't know how to talking. It's just remember
Okay.
block, earthquake,
Okay, pardon me?
earthquake.
Earthquake?
Yeah, earthquake.
Good. That's a good example. I'll capitalize these. Okay, that's one example is an earthquake, right?
Yes.
Another one is a tornado, the one that we're talking about here, right? So that's another example, a tornado.
Yeah.
Can you think of any other ones that you know in English, Trump?
Volcano.
Yeah, absolutely. A volcano. Very good.
Blood.
Very good. I'm going to add tsunami, which I mentioned earlier because it's one that I'm afraid of. So tsunami is another one for sure.
Yes.
Good. I'll tell you about one that happens where I live because I live in the mountains. So around where I live, a natural disaster that can happen is called a mudslide. Okay, a mudslide, and I'll show you a picture, Trung, of what a mudslide is.
Yes.
So this happens a lot, usually in the mountains. Actually, maybe in Vietnam it also happens. I'm gonna see if I can find a really good picture.
Yes, I think in the mountain and sometimes some stone or some land fall down.
Good. That's exactly right. So in a mountain, some of the land falls down or it slides down, and it can be very dangerous.
Yeah.
So where I live, this happens sometimes for sure.
It usually happen in Vietnam also.
It can happen in Vietnam also. Okay, good. So that's what we call a mudslide because slide is that verb, right? When it falls down, it slides down the mountain, right? So that's another one. And let's put a hurricane. That's a common one that happens. Do you know what a hurricane is?
Hurricane. It's like a storm which is stronger.
Excellent. Yeah, very, very strong storm, usually with lots of rain and lots of wind.
We call it a hurricane.
A hurricane.
Yeah, hurricane.
Yeah, and that one happens, well, in the United States, for example, this can be quite common, right? How about in Vietnam? Maybe does this happen sometimes, like on the beach, the area by the ocean? Do you guys get hurricanes?
What teacher?
Do you have hurricanes in Vietnam?
Hurricane. I think sometimes they happen.
Okay, good. So I want to talk about the most common ones in our own country. So as I mentioned, I'm from Canada. So in Canada, we can have tornadoes definitely, usually in the center of Canada. So the tornadoes are usually, not always, but usually they're in the center of Canada, and usually they're in the summer. So generally they happen in July and August. They're really something that happens in the summer. That's pretty common. Where I live, we don't have tornadoes, but we have both floods and mudslides. So we have floods,
Yeah.
usually in spring is a really common time when the snow melts. In spring, we have some floods. And mudslides. Mudslides can happen anytime, but generally mudslides happen when it rains a lot. That's usually the cause in Canada, when it rains
Yes.
a lot.
Because
We'll get some mudslides.
when it rain a lot and the land and the stone not uh, uh, together and they broken and it's easy to mudslide.
That's exactly right. The land is not secure, right? The land and stones are not secure when it rains a lot. Definitely. That's absolutely.
You can try this work
Pardon me?
because you say the land is secure together. It's work. Can you write this work for me?
I said it's not secure. Not secure.
Yes, not. Okay, not secure. Secure.
Not secure.
Secure. Yes.
Good. Okay, good. So going back to our list of natural disasters, which of these is most common in Vietnam? Can you tell me a little bit about natural disasters in Vietnam?
I think in Vietnam we don't have earthquake, tornado, no, volcano, and tornado don't have. We have flood, tsunami, mudslide, hurricane, and sometimes with the hurricanes in the past, I see when in 1995 and with the big hurricane and Vietnam have a lot of people who is died because in Vietnam we have a long beach from the to on the stop in from the north in the south to the the snow and we have a long speech and a lot of people live in near the beach and they go to the catch the fish in the ocean and they just have a small vessel and when the hurricane appear, a lot of people will die because they don't have knowledge to protect and to know how is no hurricane. Now we have the technology is developing. We have a lot of information by mobile phone and internet, and everybody have information from the storm or the hurricane, and they can go back in the land for 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 self. Yes.
Good. So there was a big hurricane in 1995.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right, Trung. Nowadays, we have lots of technology, right? So when there is a hurricane, we can see where it is. We can see when, right? We have all this technology, right? So it can tell us how many days or what time we need to go, all of those things, right?
Yes.
Yeah, thank goodness. Yeah, things are better now for sure, especially with hurricanes and also tsunamis. I think they also can tell people about something like that. So yeah, that's a good point. Good, Trung. Good. So I'm going to do a little bit of review. So today we looked at this phrase, I'm scared of. I'm scared of. Trung, can you tell me two other ways, two other options to say I'm scared of?
Yes, to other way to show care of is that's afraid of and faith of.
Very good job. I'm afraid of and I'm frightened of, right? So we can use all of these and they're the same, right? We can use all of these to mean the same thing. So we talked about some different things that we are afraid of specifically, right? And we learned a couple of words related to snakes, right? So we looked at a couple of words, venomous snakes and poisonous snakes. Can you tell me, Trung, what are venomous snakes or what are poisonous snakes?
Poisonous snake is a nest when they bite me by people can die.
That's exactly right, right? Not all snakes are venomous or poisonous, right? Only some are. Others are totally, they don't bite you, they don't do anything. But this kind, right, they are very dangerous. Absolutely. Very good. And we also looked at a list of natural disasters, and we looked at some of these vocabulary words for natural disasters. And we also talked about which natural disasters happen in our own countries and when those different natural disasters happen. Okay, so Trung, I'm going to finish our class now. We're just about out of time. Thank you for coming and good work practicing your English. And thanks for waking up so early. It's very early.
Thank teacher, and I think today is a best show for me because it's a private class, just only me and you. And I think today I get early and I have a good thing to me. Yes.
Good. Yeah, it's nice to have a private class sometimes. That's good for sure. Okay, have a good day, Trung, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher. See you again.
See you.